Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is the weekend, so let's do the whole doggone thing. Saturday, the 8th of July, National Raspberry Day. I love raspberries.
I do too.
And I love raspberry flavoring, too.
I love raspberry flavoring.
National Freezer Pop Day. Ooh, I love freezer pops. International Skinny Dip Day. Ooh. I can't really go skinny dipping.
I haven't done that for a while.
I'm more of a chunky dunking.
Wow.
No. National Chocolate with Almonds Day as well. On Sunday, the 9th day of July, National Dimples Day. If I go chunky dunking, you'll see some dimples. Probably way too many. And National Sugar Cookie Day. All of those things. And it's because I eat too many sugar cookies that it's all of those things happening this weekend. A lot of stuff going on. And I'm excited to visit with my guest. Shelly Herman is her name. She's got a new book out called My Peacock Tale. She was a page at NBC and worked with Johnny Carson on The Tonight Show.
Oh, wow.
And has some really fun stories about all these people that she had a chance to meet when she was just a young little whippersnapper. And she's done a lot of really cool things since then as well. And I'm excited to chat with her all about it.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's more important than ever to have a better credit card. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Sometimes there's nothing sweeter than taking an afternoon nap. And as it turns out, it's good for your brain, according to researchers at the University College of London. They found taking a quick nap in the afternoon could slow your rate of brain shrinkage. Well, that's good. Apparently, the human brain actually decreases in size as we get older. Naps help to alleviate that effect. The average difference in brain volume between habitual nappers and those who do not nap, 2.6 to 6.5 years of aging. Does that sound good?
See, you need to let me nap more.
Yeah, I should take naps too. Researchers want their findings to help reduce the stigma associated with daytime napping for adults. In addition, other recent studies found that taking a siesta has benefits of work productivity, being more creative, and having a better memory. Some employers are now installing nap pods, sleep rooms, and other spaces dedicated to power naps for workers.
That's fantastic.
That is fantastic, but I think
we need that here.
Yeah, sure. That's a great idea. I just got a feeling that would get turned into something really bad really quick. I'm just saying. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know the Rembrandt House Museum in Amsterdam is hosting a pop-up tattoo parlor with tattoo artists inking replicas of Rembrandt's work?
I did not.
Yeah, renowned
I can't
tattoo
imagine
artist.
how wonderful those would look.
They're actually really cool. Renowned tattoo artist Hank Schiffmacher is part of the team that recreated works from the 17th century artists. As he points out, worldwide, more tattoos are sold than works of art to hang on walls. An older tattoo artist once called tattoos the poor man's Rembrandt, a work of art that is more affordable than a painting, but no less carefully executed and selected. Several designs costing anywhere from $109 to $218. That's in U.S. dollars, by the way. Offered that through Sunday. Original etchings by Rembrandt, his signature, and his monogram. Heidi, you want to get a Rembrandt tattoo?
No.
No, not your thing. I'm more of a Picasso kind of guy. Put an extra eyeball on the side of my face. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. Henry Cavill, he was Superman for a while there,
Okay.
nearly became James Bond Yeah, there's a new interview. Casino Royale director Martin Campbell revealed that Cavill looked great and his acting was tremendous when he auditioned for the part that eventually went to Daniel Craig. He said, if Daniel didn't exist, Henry would have absolutely been an excellent Bond.
Okay, why not let him do it next?
Well, maybe he will. I don't know. The dress worn by Carrie Fisher in the final scene of Star Wars, the original, was long believed to have been destroyed, but it's been found, it's been restored, and it's now up for auction. It could go for as much as $2 million. I got my pinky up for that. It was an 8-month period to get it restored perfectly. It is the only surviving costume worn by Carrie Fisher in Star Wars. So.
That's going to go for a fortune.
It was in a London attic for some reason. So
crazy.
Anyway, I don't know when the auction is. That's not in the story. Wouldn't that be good? What if I wanted to make a bid? Come on. All right. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If that's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current one. Whether you're a fan of iPhones or Samsung, they both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Drinking this many cups of coffee in one sitting could kill you due to a caffeine overdose. How many, Heidi? Guess.
15.
No, more than that. 15. I do that much every day. Come on. No, drinking 42 cups of coffee in one sitting could kill you due to a caffeine overdose. So don't do that, is what I'm saying. Completely unrelated but related story. Starbucks is raising the price of coffee. I couldn't help but put those two stories back to back. Isn't that crazy? Those two both happen to come out today. All right, now we're going to get off the coffee topic and we're going to do this instead. A scuba diver has forged an unlikely bond with a wild fish. The pair meet up every summer for a reunion.
I've seen this.
It's pretty adorable. Rex
it is
Palubra
adorable.
Made friends with a smallmouth bass while diving in September of 2021. The odd encounter resulted in a 40-year-old naming the fish Elvis. He says the pair now see each other every year when he travels back to the Wisconsin lake where Elvis lives. He says he taught Elvis a specific call, a gulping grunt sound, to which the fish responds. He reports that his fish friend follows him around and just stares at him in the eyes. He also claims that Elvis gets jealous if other fish come around.
Oh, my.
So Elvis is recognizable due to a scar on his face. I don't know why he chose the name Elvis.
I don't know.
Maybe he's just an Elvis fan. Then you have to say, is he an Elvis Presley fan or an Elvis Costello fan or an Elvis?
Who knows? Most likely Presley.
Well, you never know. There's a lot of Elvises out there. It could be.
There's not a lot.
Well, there's more than just the one. There's a couple. I thought of 3 or 4 just in the time we were talking about this. All right, scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To save money on insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. Do you have the best plan for you? Find out at InsuranceChicken.com. Let's face it, we don't even want insurance. We need it. But you don't need to overpay. Head over to InsuranceChicken.com to see your rates from several different companies. All available in one place at InsuranceChicken.com. The other guys have a gecko, a duck, and an emu. Why not a chicken? InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Excited to visit right now with author Shelly Herman. She's an Emmy-nominated showbiz veteran, longtime host and writer and producer, and she's got a brand new book out. It's called My Peacock Tale, Secrets of an NBC Page, and you had a chance to work at a lot of really cool jobs, but with Johnny Carson, one of the guys that I absolutely love. So I got to ask, if I read your book, am I still going to love him?
Not only you're going to love him, I think that you're going to find that you've gained a new respect for him, because keep in mind, he started his job October 1st, 1962. So think about all of the history that we witnessed watching Johnny and how he was kind of America's nightlight. You know, we all saw his monologues, watched his show, and went to sleep knowing that the world was going to be okay the next day.
In your book, we learn about a lot of fun people you had a chance to meet while you're working there. How old were you, if you don't mind me asking, when you started working at NBC?
Well, I kind of snuck in under the wire. I was only 20 years old. Now, what they ask applicants for the PAGE program to do is they need to be college graduates, at least with a Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science degree. You have to send in your resume. You have to do a 2-minute audition tape saying why you'd be the perkiest little PAGE NBC ever hired. To NBC's credit, what they do now is they will arrange to fly a candidate out to either Los Angeles or New York, all expense paid, to interview them to see if they would be a good candidate for the NBC PAGE program, which is basically an executive recruiting program. So of the 16,000 applications they receive each year, about 2% get to the point of being interviewed in person. So the chances of getting into Harvard are greater than becoming a PAGE.
Wow.
But I say go for it.
And the wonderful thing is, in addition to the very interesting and cool start to your career went on to be amazing. Television programs and married to an actor and all kinds of fun stuff. Do you ever kind of just pinch yourself and say, is this really my life?
We are so lucky that we've had these opportunities because we can't do anything else.
I understand that completely. So you started on the dating game. You were a contestant. And was that before you were a PAGE or was that after you were a PAGE?
This was before I was a PAGE. In 1972 and 1973, I was a bachelorette. The first trip was to San Diego, which is about 2 hours from where I live. And the second trip, I won a guy and we went to the Bahamas. And when Jim Lang told us we were going to the Bahamas, I gave my date a big hug and whispered in his ear, "Where are the Bahamas?" I had no idea.
I love that.
And it was through them that I met the Chuck Barris people. I got to hang with them and kind of see a little bit about how showbiz works and putting game shows and things together, so that a couple years later when I got my job at NBC, I got my job there a week after the Gong Show started.
Oh, wow.
I kind of knew people there already. So it was a very smooth transition for me to hang with the Barris people.
And then you get to work with Supermarket Sweep, which was another fun show, and just so many amazing things. And if people want to know more about all this, you've got it in your new book. And I love this. You've got this brand new book, My Peacock Tale, Secrets of an NBC PAGE. And in this book, we get to learn about many different chapters of your life and get to see all the fun things you've had a chance to do. I appreciate the fact that you put this together.
Well, thank you. And there's a picture of Johnny Carson and me on the cover where I got to do Stump the Band with Johnny.
Yeah. I think this is a really nice addition for anybody that's a fan of Johnny and a fan of showbiz because, again, not just Johnny Carson, but all of the amazing people you've had a chance to work alongside. Where can folks find the book, My Peacock Tale?
It's available to order on Amazon. There's also a Kindle version of it. And for those of you who don't know about Johnny or want to see more, there's a wonderful YouTube video with Johnny being interviewed by Regis Philbin, and it's all about backstage at The Tonight Show.
Oh, nice. I'll find that and put a link to that as well. Shelly, thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Again, Shelly Herman, and she's got a brand new book out. She's an Emmy-nominated writer, worked at NBC, worked with Johnny Carson, television shows and game shows and so much fun stuff. And you get to learn about all of it in My Peacock Tale, Secrets of an NBC PAGE. It's available now. I've got a link to it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's more important than ever to have a better credit card. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Your hair contains traces of gold, especially yours.
Really?
It looks beautiful, and it's very gold colored.
Oh, why, thank you.
Mine, on the other hand, is silver, so not so great.
So is mine.
Yeah. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Scientists believe that dreaming about an activity can actually help you improve in that activity in real life. So dreaming about, like, golfing would help you become a better golfer. So I'm going to dream about reading statistics, so I'll be better at this because I am not so good most days.
I'll give you something to dream about.
Yes, you will. Hubba, hubba. I like that. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The use of the abbreviation OMG goes all the way back to 1917.
I believe
We've talked about
yeah.
Because you usually call me on it. You go, I don't believe that. And then every time I got to say, hey, it's true. Saw it on the internet. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The majority of your brain is fat. Well, as for me, the majority of the rest of me is as well. All right. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of mintervention.com. Question for you, Heidi. When it comes to summer vacations, 29% of parents are concerned about this. What is it? I think we had this concern. What is it?
Spending money.
No. Their kids not spending enough time outside. When we were, when our kids were younger, now they're older and moved away. Now they stay in the confines of their own home at their home, but they wouldn't go outside much. They would play on the phones and,
Did you say vacation?
Yeah, summer vacation. When it comes to summer vacation.
It's like your family summer vacation?
Yeah,
or just the kids on summer vacation from school?
Yeah, apparently it's that. Whatever one makes the sense that you need it to make. Mint Mobile question of the day.
The vacation, you kind of plan that, right? You're the parents.
Yeah, that's good. All right, Mint Mobile question of the day. We've been so done with this. Comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If that's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current one. Whether you're a fan of iPhones or Samsung, they both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. California man who mistakenly donated $15,000 instead of $150 to a GoFundMe said his blunder turned out to be a blessing. Michael posted the now viral story to Reddit with a screenshot as evidence after an encounter with a friendly neighbor about a hunger charity that he heads in Bangladesh. He says he wanted to support my neighbor. He said, I want to support my neighbor and the charity. And he donated $150. Or so he thought. Moments later, he got a text warning him of an unusually large transaction on his credit card. He determined that due to a keystroke error, 150 became 15041.
Oh my gosh.
Well, the good news is, before a refund could be processed, the man who runs the charity sent him a picture and a video of people thanking him for the donation, including a video of a man surrounded by dozens of impoverished people holding bags of food. After he got a refund, he donated $1,500 to the charity. And even better, the story went viral and caused others to contribute. The fundraiser's target was exceeded by over $10,000.
Wow.
So, yeah, his $150 donation that turned out to, they thought was a $15,000 became a $1,500, but then ended up adding more thousands, which very cool, weird news for today. Time now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Reddit user recently asked, what is something that everybody looks stupid doing? Here's some of the favorites on the list here. Chasing after something being blown by the wind. I've done that. I drop some stuff and I'm chasing, and then right when you catch it, it takes off again. Another one, standing or sitting awkwardly while everybody sings happy birthday to you.
Yes.
There is no way to look cool during that.
No, I hate that.
Sing fast. This is dumb. Getting out of the back seat of a two-door car. I agree with that too. Chasing a ping pong ball. When you're walking the opposite way you're supposed to go and you have to do a sudden 180 and turn around. Yeah, there's no cool way to do that either. What I do is typically I stop, I pretend like I'm on my phone for a second, and then I turn around and I walk the other way. There's no call. That's just me. Another one here. We all look a bit silly when we confidently walk into a glass door that we thought was open. My brother walked right through one. Running with a backpack on, trying to take your pants off without taking your shoes off first. Why would you even?
Yeah, why would you do that?
And TikTok dances. There we go. That's there's others on the list as well. You can see them all in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To save money on insurance at insurancechicken.com. Do you have the best plan for you? Find out at insurancechicken.com. Let's face it, we don't even want insurance. We need it. But you don't need to overpay. Head over to insurancechicken.com to see your rates from several different companies. All available in one place at insurancechicken.com. The other guys have a gecko, a duck, and an emu. Why not a chicken? Insurancechicken.com. That's insurancechicken.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of insurancechicken.com. Our quote today is from Phyllis Diller.
Oh, I always say this, but I love her.
She just seemed to be a really neat lady. And you know her from Scooby-Doo, which is funny. I've asked Heidi, like, hey, you're a big Phyllis Diller fan? She goes, I loved it when she was on Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo with the Harlem Globetrotters.
All right. Phyllis Diller's quote is, never go to bed mad. Stay up and fight. That is a good quote. Don't ever go to bed mad. But instead of staying up and fighting, stay up and work it out. That's a much better way to do it. Quote of the day.
Like we do.
Yes. Little tip from Uncle John and Aunt Heidi. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of insurancechicken.com. This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news. I think this is good news. Comes your way, courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. I love these type of stories because so many times when there's a police officer in the news, it's usually a negative story.
Usually, yeah.
I love it when people submit.
Find the bad ones.
I love it when people submit a positive story like this one. A Chicago police officer is being hailed as a hero after she fearlessly risked her own life to rescue a drowning woman. Officer Joanna Tiss, T-Y-S, arrived to North Avenue Beach about 5:30 a.m. after onlookers saw a swimmer in distress and called 911. Says at first she hesitated to go in because she knew the fire department's specifically trained Marine unit was en route, but then she heard their ETA, like when their estimated time of arrival, and she's like, I'm just going to go in. Jumped in, started swimming. 4 minutes is a long time, she said. The lady was out there for 15 to 20 minutes already.
Wow.
I decided it's time for me to jump in. I looked at one of my coworkers and we signaled one another. I jumped in. I started swimming toward her. Halfway there, I started to get really tired, but I heard my coworker telling, keep going, keep going. She says she reached the 26-year-old woman, wrapped her arms around her, and was able to hold her above the surface until the CFP Marine unit arrived. So this could have turned really bad really quick. She was just saying over and over again how happy she was that I saved her life and about how much she loves me. And she was said it was a really great moment. It was probably the best moment of my career. So this is really cool. This young lady, this police officer, I don't know how old she is. Not very old, young lady. And she saved this 26-year-old person who was drowning. I think that's really cool, and I hope good things happen for this officer. That's really neat. She didn't have to. She could have stood there. Nobody would have said anything because that wasn't her job. There was a unit on the way that was designed to go do that, but she went above and beyond the call of duty.
And you said that we usually hear just negative things, and the reason for that is because they're so uncommon.
Yeah.
That when something bad does happen with an officer, that it becomes a focal point.
Yeah.
But there are so many
Positive
positive stories that if we were to talk about every single one of them, you couldn't possibly get it done in a day.
No.
Every single day.
Really good things that happen every day.
I think it's important that we point that out.
I agree completely. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.